Yeah, only Benjamin and Yusiko. Benjamin will have to change his place. Just sit somewhere else for some. Then you can come back here. Okay? Only for some time. Just take your notebook and writing material. So we have a new member. Are you here for the demo class or you have joined bio classes? Joined bio classes. Can you tell me your name? Skyla. Put number 8 and write your name in capital. दवाई नहीं चेंज के लिए असु फैन नो प्रॉब्लम मज्जा nothing. Why should I reveal the surprise before? Lisa is very excited. See, I can see on her face. She's very excited. Yes, yes. See, first time she's smiling so much. So obviously, she's very excited. Okay, so please close your textbooks, notebooks, and open fresh page of our notebook. Yeah, for you, this is an open test. So you can look into the textbook and you can find the answer. Okay, not for you. विदाल बेटा उस साइड जा शिफ्ट yourself shift otherwise she will copy yours are you going to copy what she writes Daniela no right Arey, Joseph shift she will copy Arey, I know you are going to write everything the answers to the question okay I'm very excited ready question 1 Why, new member म्हणते का there is no seriousness for the test. नाही? You understand Konkani, right? ते म्हणते कोणाक काय पडलेले ना. Everybody is laughing. Okay, so the first question is Five Kingdom classification. Five Kingdom classification was given by R.H. Whitaker. R.H. Whitaker in the year dash. In a year dash. Okay, option 1, 1960. Option 2, 1961. Option 3, 1965. Option 4, 1969. Uh-huh. बरे बरे हांव तुका मार्क्स दिता तितलेच ओके then next which of the following Which of the following example consist of heterocyst? Consist of heterocyst. Option 1, Anabaena. Option 2, Nostoc. Option 3, that is both option 1 and 2. Option 3, that is both option 1 and 2. Option 4, only option 1. Only option 1. Okay. Next question. Which of the following is not a disease caused by kingdom Monera? Option 1, cholera. Option 2, tetanus. 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 Option 3, malaria. Option 4, typhoid. Option 4, typhoid. Organism that completely lack a cell wall. Organism that completely lack cell wall is known as mycoplasma. Mycoplasma. Which of the following characters is which of the following character is not is not which of the following character is not describing mycoplasma? Option 1, smallest living cells. Option 2, anaerobic in nature. Option 4, aerobic. Option 4 or 3? Option 3, aerobic in nature. Option 4, pathogenic in nature. Okay. In euglenoids, Instead of cell wall, instead of cell wall, there is pellicle layer. Instead of cell wall, there is pellicle layer. Pellicle. Pellicle. Pellicle layer. Which of the following which of the following statements which of the following statements are true about pellicle? Which of the following statements are true about pellicle? Option 1. It is protein rich layer. It is protein rich layer. Option 2. It makes their body rigid. It makes their body rigid. Option 3. Option 3. Both option 1 and 2. Option 3. Both option 1 and 2. Option 4. None of the above. Option 4. None of the above. How many questions till now? 5? Okay. Next question. Which of the following character which of the following character is describing habitat of fungi? Describing habitat of fungi. Option 1. Cosmopolitan. Option 2. Cenocytic. Option 2. Coenocytic. Cenocytic. Option 3. Chitin. And option 4. Mycorrhiza. Option 4. Mycorrhiza. 6 questions chale. Okay. More 4 questions. Next question. Gametes similar in morphology. Gametes similar in morphology are called dash. Are called dash. Okay. Option 1. Zoospores. Zoospores. Option 2. Anisogamous. Option 2. Anisogamous. Option 3. Isogamous. Option 4. Oogamous. Option 4. Oogamous. Eighth question. This is going to be little easy. Which of the following is mode of nutrition in kingdom Animalia? In kingdom Animalia. Option 1. Saprophytic. Option 2. Coprophilous. Coprophilous. Option 3, parasitic. Parasitic. Option 4, holozoic. Option 4, holozoic. Second last question. Which among the following organisms are are described as abnormally folded proteins? Abnormally folded proteins. Option 1, viruses. Viruses. Option 2, viroids. Option 2, viroids. Option 3, prions. Option 3, prions. Option 4, lichens. Option 4, lichens. What is option 3? prions. Last question. Which of the following organism are known as are known as good pollution indicators? Good pollution indicators. Option 1, mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza. Option 2, lichens. 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 Li. Yeah, lichens. Mycorrhiza. And third, lichen. Option correct दिला नहीं. Third is viruses. Viruses. Fourth is viroids. Viroids. Okay, 10 questions are. Yes, you have 10 minutes to solve. No, just take mark. No, don't write anything. Just take which one is correct. This is from chapter 2. Okay. Me, I know the answers. Done? Very good. This is what I was expecting actually. Just a second. Daniela, right? Anybody else? देखो कि मार्क्स करना था. Don't worry, huh? This is your first test. This is their 100th test. ती सदा ती सदा टेस्ट देता. Next, what is your name? Fine. और कोई है? बेंजामिन का? बेंजामिन का? हाउ मच स्कोर किसी को? Which you have, which one you have marked from this? Option one or two? Hmm? One? No. How was it? Whose handwriting is good? Or the one which I can read? वाला ऐसा handwriting जो मैं पढ़ सकती हूँ मेरे आंखों से. Nobody. इतने confidence तुमको तुमची handwriting अच्छी है. Okay. 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 So the question one was five kingdom system कौन दिला? R.H. Whittaker in the year 1969. Okay. Then, which of the following example consist of heterocyst? Both Nostoc and Amena. So correct answer is option C. Which of the following is not a disease caused by kingdom Monera? It is malaria, right? It is caused by, malaria is caused by protista, right? Protozoans. Yeah, Dasani. Okay. Organisms that completely lack cell wall is known as mycoplasma. Which of the following character is not describing mycoplasma? Yes, aerobic. Since it can thrive in a condition where oxygen is less. That means it is anaerobic in nature. So word directly तुमच्या textbook देऊ ना. But this is how we are going to apply few things. Okay, obviously सगळ्यांना खबर आहे aerobic and non anaerobic, right? Then in euglenoids instead of cell wall there is pellicle layer. Which of the following statement are true about pellicle? So second statement असा पळय. First is protein rich, that is correct. Second कितें असा? Makes their body rigid. Actually त्याचे opposite असा. It makes the body flexible, not rigid. Cell wall rigid करता. Silica rigid करता. Okay, silica खबर असा न्ही? Silica is present where? Diatoms. Okay, diatomsच्या outermost layer and silica is present. तो कितें करता? तो rigid करता body and pellicle opposite. It makes the body flexible. Okay, so हांगा option 1 is correct. That is, it is protein rich. Okay, then which of the following character is describing habitat of fungi? Cosmopolitan. Thousand times I have said this word. Cosmopolitan, cosmopolitan, very important. Cosmopolitan. Okay, cenocytic is what? That is the hyphae. That is not about habitat, right? Like chitin is what? Chitin is the content present in cell wall of fungi. Correct? It is not again a habitat. Then mycorrhiza is what? Association of fungus with the plant roots. Again, that is not a habitat. Okay, it's one of the type of symbiotic type of fungi you can say. Then gametes similar in morphology are called isogamous. Similar. Opposite which do not look similar are called as anisogamous. Right? Okay. Which of the following is mode of nutrition in kingdom in Animalia? Holozoic. खबर असा न्ही? Herbivore, carnivore, omnivore. Okay, this is in Animalia. Animalian असा न्ही herbivore असा. Animalian, carnivores असा, omnivores असा. So this all these three types take a common group now दिला, that is Holozoic mode of nutrition. Okay. Then which among the following organisms are described as abnormally folded proteins? Prions. Directly तेगेले कितें आसा? तेजे description आसा, right? Very first sentence about prions. Abnormally folded proteins, right? Last, which of the following organisms are known as good pollution indicators? What are those? Lichens. Okay, lichens असा म्हणजे last time आम्ही पहिले lichens असा म्हणजे थंय pollution कमी असा. But nowadays you can see lichens are decreasing. Why? Because of the increase in pollution. Okay. So next, what you are going to do is, whose book is this? Write the name. सगळ्यांक answers कळ्ळी? You know why those are the correct answers? All of you? Yes. Still, I would say everybody perform good. मेहनत और करनी है because you never know from where they are going to ask you questions for 1 mark. That's why I said whole chapter is for 1 mark. 1 mark questions I तुमका काहीच देऊ ना because every sentence is literally 1 mark question. Okay. चॉकवेला ये हाँ कड़पाक again every time I'm telling you this. मला सुट्टी सुट्टी म्हणून वैशाख घराकडे हाँ ये लोग कोण रे बाबा every time I get this surprises some random wallpaper. What is this word? Some church I guess. As- So, plant kingdom we have finished with. Kingdom, class, thank you. Algae. Okay, now you can come, go back to your places. This is Lisa's textbook, right? I mean Nisha's textbook, right? The 12th, that's her textbook also. I don't know what she read. These things are very good for taking for copy for exams. Her handwriting is really nice. कोणाक copy बरोवपाक जाय, take it from her elder sister. See, look, her handwriting is so small. Even I can write in Geva, by the way. My handwriting is very small. I'm very good in writing small things. पण हांव शीट अजून पर्यंत तरी करून रे बाबा. Not yet done. तसलं माझं टाइम येऊना माझेर. Okay? What are the three groups? Say it again. Again. है, यह है, drunk or high on water. Eh. वो थोड़ा हाई फाई चित्ता नहीं. Okay? Yeah, so it is high है, yo high है, yo high है. Hey yo yo. One more person. New admission. Call her. See who it is. आयज फुल कोण कोण पोवपाचे मुडार आसा. Just close that outer glass. Yeah. किती म्हणतात रे तेका? Glass door, what it is called? Not completely glass also. Glass metal door. तुमका दोघांका कसले टेन्शन येता शनांनो? What happened? This is only for revision. The tests are only for revision. आणि काय नाही. I'm not going to judge you on that. म्हाका जज करपाचे जाल्यार हांव LLB करता आशिल्लें. I have not done my LLB. I'm not here to judge anybody. Okay? फक्त कितें तकलेन धरपा जाय, you have scope of improvement. All of you. पण 10 marks कोणाक पडूना हांगा. So all of you have to improve. Okay? I thought maybe description इथून हांव चडूच strict correction करता. That's why I thought to give you MCQs. Okay, म्हणून तुमकां MCQs दिले ह्या फावट, which was a surprise test. Okay, okay आसा mark. Good. 9, 7, 6. एक आणि दोन तरी कोण ना, so I'm happy. की बरे आसा marks. But still the questions which I asked were the words which are repeated many times in the class. So at least तेजे वयल्यान तरी करपाक जाय आशिल्लें. पण कितें जाता जेन्ना ऑप्शन्स मेळटा you always get confused. That is the best beauty of MCQs. Multiple choice questions. न्ही? झेमेड्डे लोग. I'll call this झेमेड्डे batch. झेमेड्डे means the ones who are always sleepy. But if you sit here and if you look at them, all of them are like, they're not even looking at me. They're looking some, only Vidal looks. Vidal, I have no complaints. His face is always like he's paying attention. Ah, you also. Don't replace You also. Okay, don't replace Yuzuko is laughing behind. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, tell me, is there any difficulty you guys are facing? Because this is very simple chapter. काय हांगा व्हडले हाय फाय गोष्टी अजून सुरू जावना. High five गोष्टी is there for you in next semester. Not in these exams also. Not in this 20 marks. Yeah, I know. This is boring, to be very frank. This is boring. I know that. Even I don't like taxonomy. Biology is divided into many sub-branches, and this branch is called as taxonomy. जिथून आम्ही त्यांचे description शिकता, आम्ही त्यांचे नावा शिकतात. Okay, all these things which are important to identify. But just imagine if you see something like this, you're going to know its name. That is the only good thing about this. आणि ज्यांना किती आता when you implement this knowledge only that time this makes you more interested towards this type of chapters. जर तुम्ही implement करना नाही, it is not interesting. For example, when I say coprophilus, when our sir used to teach us about the coprophilus fungi, we used to literally look at the cow dung and search for the coprophilus fungi. Okay, and trust me, I was never किती म्हणतात ते सामके हायली इंटेलिजंट सामके असले स्टुडंट जे सामके like who used to study about the books day and night. No, I was just a वाला student. You know, and one day what happened, our taxonomy sir, taxonomy म्हणजे असलच जो sir शिकवत आलो, and again it was the most boring thing also for me. He had taken us for a field trip, 2 days का field trip ज्यांना आम्ही MSc कशील त्यांना नाला my god, your higher secondary was so posh माहित झाले again. These things will come up. Okay, when I was MSc that time, our taxonomy sir, he took us out for some studying some species in Western Ghats, obviously. So, आम्ही किती गेले आम्ही so we used to visit one place, see all the plants, write down its name, description, everything. It was so boring, but some of the flowers were very pretty, so I was busy in clicking pictures. I told my friends that you are supposed to write down the description. I'm not doing that boring part. And what happened, like I was okay. I was bored, but I was still okay because I love doing photography. So then Ami Watali, our car was stuck in one block. One of the girl, what she did, she was sitting on the very first sit of the bus, and we are the last backbencher. So I was sitting behind. And what she did, there was one tree on side, and she was able to pluck one of the flower. And she's like, "Sir, what is the name of this flower?" And I'm like, क्यों कर रहे हो? Is this some type of acting you're doing, or you really want to learn anything? So we are that type of students who used to judge people who wanted to study. Okay, so I understand that you guys are bored with this type of topics, but trust me, when you really come to know about the names of the plants and the animals and what type of nutrition you guys eat, so that is the best way to, I think, relate these topics with your life. That's it. Okay, bio is everything that you see around you. It is not something which is hypothetical and not something you're going to use millions years after. When you die, त्यांना तुमका bio use करवायची गरज ना. You can use bio anytime. Even now you can use all the information. This is especially rainy season. Rainy season and algae bryophytes are growing the most. I'm not saying कि चलता चलता flower एक पया and me is what is the name? I'll just slap you and go. Like, don't disturb me. The class is over. Okay, because even I'm not good in taxonomy. We are just here to teach you what is there that is here. I am good in my favorite parts are more. I like that part, which is not there for your 11th standard. That is there in 12th standard. And physiology is there, which is my favorite part, which is there for you. Okay, physiology, you know your textbook, right? You know you have something called as textbook. Yes, yes. You know it it is in green color. Yes. You have chapters from this textbook. Yes. Oh no. This is a new thing for you, but we are like this only in our class. Okay, we are always doing stupid things. Okay, so you also join us. There is no other option. Okay. Yes, Yujiko. Yes. No, yes. Same this. Yes. You guys are still kids, yeah. Enjoy this stage. Why you guys are acting like you are some 50, 60 years old adults? adults सुद्धा नी retirement घेवपाक जाय तुम्ही. The way you guys are sometimes looking at me like as if my father is sitting in front of me or a mother is sitting in front of me and she is like, even my mother and father is not like this. They are very jolly, just like me. That's why the product is more jollier. Jollier, is there any word like that? Jollier. I just said it. Okay, fine. So last time आम्ही हो टेबल पडलं in detail हांवें discuss करून आशिल्लो, right? I just told you whatever we discuss it is given here and हे टेबल सगळ्या किंगडमाचे तुमकां करपाक जाय. All the classes, all the algae, bryophytes आणि कोण pteridophytes आणि gymnosperm fungi. So last time by mistake I had told you that amphibians of plant kingdom is pteridophytes. Actually, it's not pteridophytes, it's bryophytes. Okay, by mistake I said that it is pteridophytes. Okay, so that one thing I'm just trying to rectify now. Okay, so just once we'll just revise this. Not everything. Okay, don't worry. हो याद आसा? विसरतली परत लायफान? How Yuziko, you were absent? No, only one day you were absent. That too, it was my birthday. I know. I'll remember that forever. That's why I didn't give you any chocolates also to give you in next class. I was like, why should I give him? He was absent on my birthday. Okay, and तू बराच घी घालता आग में घी. Okay, yeah. So what we have? Algae, bryophytes. This is just a revision for you. Okay, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Algae means algae. They are mostly कित्याक लज काडटा कित्याक शेंगा खंय व्हरपाचेच ना रे बाबा लज काडटा तुमी म्हाका what she will think that I have not taught you anything कितें म्हणा कितें तरी म्हणा न्ही yeah present in water right aquatic हांव व्हरता aquatic मारता उडी आतां खंय तरी if I jump one day the reason will be you all I'll be writing on my suicide note okay so algae then bryophytes. Bryophytes are what? Amphibians. Okay, they need both water as well as the land. Pteridophytes, again, now it is shifting towards the land part. पयलीं कितें आशिल्लें? Water, only water जाय आशिल्लें, that is algae. Now both, now shifting towards the land area or moist condition म्हणू शकता. Okay. Then gymnosperms, angiosperms are completely terrestrial, right? Gymnosperms are they don't have flowers, and angiosperms have flowers. Okay, so gymnosperms are non-flowering plants. Angiosperms are flowering plants. Okay, non-flowering, flowering. इतलेच. Okay. एक बरयलेले एक point because this is the main important thing about gymnosperms and angiosperms. What जर बरना gymnosperm are very beautiful. I like gymnosperm. Very big tree, very huge tree. Nice it is. 4-5 point, no mark. Huh? Comments? Yeah, those are like Instagram comments. Nice, beautiful tree. Looking nice. Okay, fine. Then. So आम्ही हे सगळ्यांच्या अंडर कितें कितें पळयता वी सी सगळ्यात पयली म्हणजे नॉर्मल कॅरेक्टर्स हॅबिटेट सायझेस कितें आसा ते वेगळे वेगळे सायझ शेप ऑल दीस थिंग्स रिप्रोडक्शन व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट ओके रिप्रोडक्शन 2 ते 3 मार्क्स चडशे रिप्रोडक्शनाचेच आसा ओके ऑफ ऑल द क्लासेस मागीर uses last will be uses and then examples right after that will be examples so what we have number 1 is chlorophyceae number 2 is phaeophyceae next is rhodophyceae these names are dependent on the pigment which is present inside them which is mainly responsible to give them colors okay so chlorophyceae किती असा green असा आणि हे पिगमेंट खंयचे खंयचे आसा क्लोरोफिल ए क्लोरोफिल बी प्रेझेंट इन एरिया कॉल्ड एज क्लोरोप्लास्ट वन ऑफ द एरिया इन द सेल राईट आणि ह्या क्लोरोप्लास्टचे वेगळे वेगळे शेप्स असपाक शकता डिपेंडिंग ऑन विच टाइप ऑफ स्पीसीस इट इज ओके देन स्टोरेज बॉडीज पायरिनॉइड्स हांगा फिल इन द ब्लँक्स खूपदा येता बिकॉज सगळ्यांचे स्टोरेज बॉडीज वेगळे वेगळे आसा इदर इट्स पायरिनॉइड्स ऑर ऑइल ड्रॉपलेट्स स्टोरेज बॉडीज म्हणजे कितें द फूड इज स्टोर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पायरिनॉइड्स ओके ऑर oil droplets. Cell wall किती आसा cellulose and without pectose. What is there? Cellulose and pectose. Reproduction vegetative, sexual, asexual. तीनूय आसा. Vegetative fragmentation, asexual flagella. Flagella म्हणजे tail like, right? Zoosporangia. Sexual reproduction तीनूय आसा isogamous and anisogamous, oogamous. Okay? And these are the example. What are the names of the example? Chara, Kara. Okay, please say it again. Benjamin, can you please say this for me? For me, I said. थोड़ा तो ₹2 का इज्जत भैया. हाँ. Kara. First one is Chlamydomonas. Okay. These examples are very very important. ह्यांच्याच खातीर तुमचे 1-2 मार्क मागीर खंय तरी चुकपाक शकता. Okay, if you are not कितें म्हणटा तें ratifying this, you will not get marks. Okay, some people are very good in doing ratta part and जे कोण रट्टा करपाक शकता पळय रट्टा मार करूंक शकता पळय they can literally score full marks in this type of chapters. But those like me who cannot do ratta mar, they'll have to do revision. सकाळी उठ revision, रातचे न्हिदताना revision, दनपारा जेवताना revision, चहा पिताना revision. Okay, only revision. And revision म्हणजे कितें just 2 minutes, go through it. That's it. Hmm? Notes I have to give. I have given them for printing. I'll be bringing it. Okay. Then you know I should give you the notes of first 2 chapters, right? Just send me message today, okay, to get the notes of first 2 chapters. Phaeophyceae, brown algae, ectocarpus, branched example, kelp, what सगळ्यान व्हडले plant. Then hold fast असता तेका, which is used for the कितें? Yeah, to hold on to the substrate, okay, in the water bodies. Then storage body हांगा कितें आसा? Laminarin or mannitol. Okay, cellulosic wall asa algin coating is present. Vegetative, asexual, sexual. Again, all these three types of reproduction is present. Example. Now Lisa, can you say this for me? 1, 2. Dictyota. Sargassum. Fucus. These are example of Phaeophyceae. Okay. Then Rhodophyceae, red alga. Khuncho pigment present asa? Red. Phycoerythrin. That two are phycoerythrin. Okay. Red thalli म्हणजे red body त्यांची present असा. What is the storage bodies? Chloridian starch similar to and glycogen. Glycogen is present where, by the way? Very good. Animals. Okay, glycogen. मागे reproduction again vegetative, asexual, sexual. These are the example. Okay, Yusuf, can you read these examples? Porphyra. Yes. Gel Kiscolaria, Gracilaria, Gelidium. These all are red algae. Okay, and this table, next class, I'm going to ask you questions on this table. Okay, so गौर से देखिए इस इंसान को. We have Chlorophyceae, green algae, Phaeophyceae, brown algae, Rhodophyceae, red algae. Okay, yes or yes, full लाईन सगळ्यांक खबर आसा. नेक्स्ट इज क्लोरोफायसिए. पिगमेंट्स कितें आसा? क्लोरोफिल ए, क्लोरोफिल बी. हांगा कितें आसा? क्लोरोफिल ए, क्लोरोफिल सी आनी फ्युकोझॅन्थीन. हांगा कितें आसा? क्लोरोफिल ए, क्लोरोफिल डी, phycoerythrin. Okay. Then stored food starch. हांगा mannitol lemnarin. हांगा Floridian starch. हांगा कितें आसा? Cell wall is made up of cellulose. हांगा cellulose and arginine. हांगा cellulose, pectin, polysulfate esters. Flagella. Flagella हांगा कितले आसा? 2 to 8 साइज इक्वल आणि खंय प्रेझेंट आसा एरिया अपायकल रिजन म्हणजे वयर टॉप. मागीर 2 अनइक्वल, 2 फ्लॅजेला आसा, दोगांची साइज अनइक्वल आसा. लॅटरल, लॅटरल म्हणजे साइडवेज. ओके, देन हियर rhodophyceae the flagellas are absent. Then habitat where chlorophyceae is present: fresh water, brackish water, salt water, fresh water, brackish water, salt water. Same name. Again next, fresh water, brackish water, salt water. But some are, means very less are present in fresh water and most of them are present in salt water. Salt water म्हणजे काय असतले? Very good. जैन की नींद सो सकती हूँ मैं. ओके, तुमका अशें करचें पडटा न्ही पयलीं खूब अशें करून उठा उठा सकाळ जाली, मोती स्नानाची वेळ झाली, अशी कितीतरी ऍड आसा पळय ती. My Marathi is really good. You'll faint when you listen to my Marathi. Okay. So next is bryophytes. So bryophytes major classes कोण असतात तितून और major example जेंका आमी common language in म्हणटा कितें? Mosses and liverworts. कोण? Mosses and liverworts. These are like Karan Arjun बीन अशी बी नांवां असतात पळय. Okay. Not Karun Arjun, like Changu Mangu, like those type of villain names. Okay, so we have bryophytes, that is mosses and liverworts. These are present in moist, shaded areas. And next important point called as amphibians of the kingdom Plantae. Why? Because त्यांका कित जाय? Soil सुद्धा जाय and also depend on water for its sexual reproduction. Okay. Next is example. Okay, so this is first example is Markensia. कोण? Markensia. So it looks something like this. Okay, that is first one is Markensia. Okay, आणि तुमका जे notes हांव दितले पळय, नोट्सान if सकल नांवां बरयल्ली ना न्ही, then you should know की हांगा जे order आसा of the names, in the same order I'm giving you the examples. Okay, समज नांवां कळुना जाल्यार you can write it down. You can ask me first and you can write it down. But if तरी हांवें जर सकल label करूना कोणाचें नांव कितें तें, you should know they are in order. जे type केला पळय त्याच ऑर्डरीन सकल features आसतले. Okay, so first is Markensia, second is Funaria, third is Sphagnum. Okay, कोण है? Markensia, Funaria, आणि हे तीनूय आसा पळय रेनी सिजनात तुमकां 110% दिसपाकूच जाय. Okay, so while walking, do you walk like you don't care? Don't look here and there. You don't look at beautiful clouds, you don't look at rain, you don't look at soil, you don't look at plants, you don't look at any flowers. No? No? Yes, right. My phone is literally filled with 623 GB of photos and videos, and hardly 1 or 2 GB will be mine. Okay, because I love clicking pictures wherever I go. I just click, 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 click random people. If I like somebody, then you should know that त्या मनशाचो सगळ्यात best picture माझ्याच कडे असतो, because I really love to click pictures. Okay, so I think this is my hobby, म्हणून I give it a very important thing. So, but the thing is that because of this habit of mine, I have started noticing things around me. फोनान सगळें मेळटा, no doubt. These are the pictures I have taken from internet. Actually, I was searching for my MSc pictures. मागीर म्हटलें आसूं खूब time लागतलो, because when I was in my MSc, that time I had clicked pictures of all these bryophytes. Okay, bryophytes, algae, सगळ्यांचे pictures काडलेले. Even we had made some slides also of some random कितें मेळटा तेजे व्हरून व्हरून स्लाइड्स करताले. Nobody used to tell us, but we used to just do it, just for fun. Not because I was a studious kid, by the way. Just because I was a curious kid and the stupid one, I guess. The teachers used to always call me stupid, and I kind of liked it because stupidity is what makes me different, I feel. Okay, Benjamin smiled. Okay, so what is the habitat of bryophytes? They occur in damp, humid, shaded places. Okay, shaded places. So obviously they do not want any climate which is of very hard sun rays, right? Then one more very important point about bryophytes is they are very important. They are playing very important role in plant succession. Do you know what is succession? Yes. So there is a barren land. Okay. आणि त्या barren लँडाचेर अजूनपर्यंत एक सुद्धा झाड एक सुद्धा एनिमल ना कांयच ना. सो थंय सगळ्यात पयलीं कोण येतले? ब्रायोफाइट्स. ओके, सगळ्यात पयलीं barren लँडाचेर कोण येता? ब्रायोफाइट्स. लायकन्स सुद्धा येता, but bryophytes also comes. मातशें तेंका थोडेशें उदक जाय पडटा. Okay, then what happens? They are making it a way for higher plants to grow. ओके, ब्रायोफाइट्स येयले मागीर हळूहळू त्याच्यान मातशे व्हडले हर्ब्स येतले, श्रब्स येतले, मागीर ट्रीज येतले. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज इकोलॉजिकल सक्सेशन. ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज व्हॉट? इकोलॉजिकल सक्सेशन. आणि इवन जेन्ना हॅव यू सीन दॅट वेन एवर देर इज एनी फॉरेस्ट फायर ऑर एनीथिंग, दॅट टाइम वॉट हॅपन्स, सगळे कितें जाता, जळून वतात. ओके, बट दॅट टाइम यू कॅन सी देर आर सम प्लांट्स जेंचे कोमरी परत येवपाक लागता. ओके, कोमरी मीन्स यू नो, राईट? कोमरी मीन्स वॉट? द न्यूली कमिंग small parts of the plant, okay, of any cutting. Okay, त्यांचे कोमरे येवपाक लागता, थोडे grow जावपाक लागता, only if they have some little amount of water. Okay, that is another type of succession. That is the type of succession which takes place in the area which was earlier there, but मागीर damage झालो, कित तरी झालो थंय, flood येलो or forest fire जाले, कित तरी जाले. That is another type of succession. But this is purely a barren land. थंय जेन्नाच्यान ती लँड तयार जाला तेन्नाच्यान थंय कांयच पयलीं वेजिटेशन नाशिल्लें. Okay, so in that type of areas, these bryophytes are having what do you say, higher chances of growing if only if तेंका इल्लेशें उदक मेळ्ळें जाल्यार. Okay, then plant body obviously more differentiated than algae. More differentiated म्हणजे कितें? Algae was just like, it was like a thapo. We call it a thalloid type of body. But हांगा thalloid type body ना. हेंच्या बॉडीक मातशें मातशें leaf like structure, मातसो मातसो stem like structure, मातसो मातसो root like structures आसा, which looks like, but it's not a true root or true leaf or true stem. Okay, though they have what? Root like structure, leaves like structure, and stem like structure. Okay, then the thallus like prostrate or erect. Erect means it is standing tall, not falling or drooping down like how it was in algae. Okay, they can be unicellular or multicellular. Rhizoids. What is rhizoids? Rhizoids here are actually the roots. Yeah, roots तितले well developed now, so we are calling them as rhizoids. Okay, then they lack true roots, stem or leaves. They do not have these things. Okay, stem कशे, for example, here if you see funaria, this is looking like a stem, but it's not a stem, right? इतलो मोग केन्ना stem आसना. Okay, which can break very easily. Okay, then this also looks like small leaves, right? But this is not a leaf, this is a leaf like structure. Okay, is this clear? Then reproduction, सगळ्यात पहिले you should know that bryophyte is haploid. Okay, आम्ही आतापर्यंत पहिला it is diploid or higher ploidy level असता, but here this is haploid. Haploid चडशे gametes haploid असता, right? Sperm and egg haploid असता, पण हांगा कितें जाल्या full bryophyte body is here haploid. Okay, मागीर कितें जाता, gametes produce जाता, तेका आमी कितें म्हणटा? Gametophyte. Okay, just a bryophyte is there, it is growing. After some time, जेन्ना maturity reproduction stage येवपाक लागता, तेका कितें जावपाक लागता? Gamete जावपाक लागता. आणि obviously तेंका meiosis आता गरज ना. There is only mitosis which is important here. Okay, mitosis meiosis difference सगळ्यांक याद आसा? Hello, hello, yes. Mitosis meiosis, you know mitosis meiosis? No, okay, don't worry, we'll teach that next class mostly. Okay, मायटोसिस हांगा जाता. देन सेक्स ऑर्गन्स हांगा मेल फिमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन्साची नांवां दिल्या. मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन इज antheridium and female is archegonium. Have you seen that movie Sairat? No? Yes? In that the actor's name is Archie, right? The female actor. Her name is Archie. From that I remember this male and female. This is archegonium, female. And this is antheridium, which is male. Okay? You don't know that famous dialogue, hey, Archie Ali Archie, like so loudly he says. And that Marathi goes like this, but still I watched that movie. Okay. Yeah, so antheridium is male sex organ. Then it is having biflagellate and anthrozoids. What is this? Anthrozoids are the gametes which are produced by this antheridium. Okay, what is the name? Anthrozoids. Okay, then archegonium, female sex organ, flask shape. How does it look? Flask shape and produce single egg. Okay, so archegonium is the female sex organ, antheridium is the male sex organ, anthrozoid is what? Male gamete, and egg is female gamete. Clear? Yes? Okay. So zygote formation and uses classification we will see in next class. Okay, because I want to teach these things nicely. And before teaching this, I have to teach you mitosis and meiosis. Okay, so how hanga 3 पर्यंत पावता, just try to come 10 minutes early. Okay, next class, so that I can teach you mitosis and meiosis, and then we can continue with this. Okay, chalo. Hmm. Please revise these things at home. Hmm. Yeah, bye. Bye.